We'll just do videos at the same
Did you save the last?
Yep.
Okay. Oh.
Uh,
Alright, so it's all good now.
so everything's alright now.
So I think with First Light, once you play it once, you kind of play the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the trouble with like story games.
That was quick.
Yeah, I just had to. Yeah.
Yay! Food!
Yeah, got this free taco. Oh,
There's so much here.
I know.
I'm not gonna eat a lot right now, obviously. Also, instead of a quarter pounder, I got a bit peckish. I have a half pounder. Just do.
Oh, alright, why not? A quarter
Don't
pound
lose the
of
only good
cheese.
thing you have.
Oh. So, do you actually have some things to watch? I can find it out. So there was recently an interview with Nikita, you know, the Hello Neighbor guy.
Yes.
And if I can just fucking find the video now.
Diving into the world of Hello Neighbor.
Yeah. It's 10 minutes long. So one thing is that this interview was in Russian, so this video is like going over it. So it isn't actually like showing the interview, it's just someone explaining what everything I said.
Yeah. Is there some important shit in it?
Well, kinda.
Today's kind of a wacky topic.
Who's interested? Me.
About 2 weeks ago, there was an interview with the Hello Neighbor developer Nikita, and
I know this guy.
like 2 days ago.
I think I've seen
did
it.
Welcome to Interesting Town. Population chunk.
Stupid.
That's in there, and we're going to discuss them here because some of them, wow, they were very interesting. Now the whole interview is in Russian, and I do not speak or understand Russian. I only checked some clips with the YouTube's translation subtitles, and even they were going cattywampus sometimes. Most of the time. But I got some information from my friends and stuff, so they send me the clips. So if I say something wrong, then correct me, please. I just talk about what I've got from the translation and from my friends. Also, I'd recommend you to go and watch the interview if you understand Russian, or if you want to trust the YouTube
So Drew's gonna go
translation
watch it.
subtitles. They are not very good, I'm warning you. We'll start with the wackiest review of them all, and that's the fact that Hello Neighbor doesn't take place on Earth. That is an absolutely unhinged and out of place idea.
What?
Nikita addresses a specific fan question about the satellite dish found hidden past the map's borders near the lake in Hello Neighbor 1 Act 3, and he confirms that the model was intended to represent a real-world Voyager spacecraft, the one that was launched in 1970s, nerd trivia. And he explains that it does not really introduce us to aliens, or that we are on an alien planet, but we are just not on Earth, so it can be a, I don't know, a simulation somewhere, or a completely different space dimension, I don't know. In his concept, the Voyager left our solar system, traveled through deep space, and ultimately crashed onto the alien reality where Raven Brooks exists. If you ask me, I don't know, it sounds absolutely unhinged. It is completely
Okay, the thing is, if we're being fucking real,
Hello Neighbor just becomes
the fucking
a
Error World
sci-fi
shows
genre
that
game at this point.
Something's going on anyways.
that is trying to say, like the ARGs of Hello Neighbor that apparently don't mean anything. What if they actually fucking do? Because the whole thing of that was Neighbor being trapped in a fucking game.
Yeah.
He was trapped in like a game simulation world. Because the Error World is you like communicating with him.
That's weird as fuck.
So is Neighbor just trapped in this world, just that just punishes him over and over again?
It
Of
looks
him just
like it.
lose like that's fucking odd.
I know.
That's a terrible hint. If I would see a satellite in a lake in a weird game such as Hello Neighbor, I would not think of the fact that we are not on Earth. And from what I know, then that idea wasn't completely scrapped. So Hello Neighbor 3 should also take place not on Earth. Which doesn't really explain anything since the visuals of Hello Neighbor 3, including the characters, why they are blue and such, was already explained by Nikita. It's supposed to give this eerie, suspicious, uncertain vibe. But this is a whole other dystopian idea. I don't really have much to say to it, but it's crazy interesting. It's may create some very funny and interesting fan theories. And maybe it does explain a bit that one space event in Secret Neighbor that I'm not sure if you can still do today, but on one of the maps, there's a spaceship that if you activate, then you will travel to the space and get jump scared with war. It's a funny, silly Easter egg, but Secret Neighbor is.
Why don't I know
really
that yet?
canon game, so I didn't think any much of it. I just found it funny and cool. So I don't know if this really means anything to the canon story, but hey, I'll dig with it. I'm really curious with what they will create out of this whole alien thingy. But hey, maybe it does make sense to you. I study cinematography, writing, genres, screenplay, character development, all this movie stuff, and to me it does not make sense. So maybe you might have a different perspective on it from me. There's nothing much else for this topic to discuss. Let's move on. If you guys know more, please tell me in the comments, because that's very wacky. But the deeper we will go into these very silly facts, the more we will realize that they are not good at hinting lore. Back then, they had some pretty cool ideas. One of them we'll talk about later. But the execution was downright horrible. There was some more info, like that the mannequins in Hello Neighbor 1 represent real people. They're just mannequins because Nikki has trouble with reading people or people's emotions. That kind of contradicts to
I got that
part where it's supposed to replace neighbor's family and stuff and loneliness, which
That's
is
the point in the
more
mini games.
basic.
They're
The
supposed to
explanation
represent
also makes
humans.
sense, and honestly, I like it more. It's just that we barely get to know Nicky in the first Hello Neighbor game. It's difficult to really get to know him. There's no dialogue. We just know basically nothing about his past, right? So how are we even supposed to know that he has trouble with reading people? Like I said, cool ideas. There's no way for us to really understand. On a mad pad, we just analyze it frame by frame. Now here's an interesting fact. The pre-alpha
This just
of
new
Hello
thing
Neighbor
just
1
not
is
that
supposed to be
confusing.
a liminal space based on a town called Saratov. Now,
The first game in
Saratov is a
High
town
Sea
in Russia, and is famous as the landing
It's
site
not
of
even
the
too
first
that doesn't make
astronaut
fuck
Yuri
for sense.
Gagarin. But
So,
really
yeah,
Because the
understand
continuity
was
just went out the
mad bad.
window.
We just
Pretty
analyze
much.
it frame by frame. Now here's an interesting fact. The pre-alpha of Hello Neighbor 1 is supposed to be a liminal space based on a town called Saratov. Now,
I knew it was a fucking
is a
liminal
town in
space.
Russia
Yeah.
and is famous as the landing site of the first astronaut Yuri Gagarin. But that is not
Whoa,
Hello Neighbor.
Yuri Gagarin.
Now it's an alien planet for some reason, and I tried to
Yeah, weirdly enough, apparently Hello Neighbor has some weird connection with fucking astronauts and space.
You see, this is the issue of Hello Neighbor I have. It's turning something simple into something complicated for no reason at all. It's starting to turn into FNAF in that fucking way. Because it's just it should have always just been one game. It's just about you sneaking into a guy's house because it's something suspicious, and then there's someone dead in the fucking basement. That's what. But now it's turned into 12 different games. Fucking Secret Neighbor, Nikki's Diaries, all this other added shit. Him apparently being trapped in a game. Him making deals with the devil, or him having or him like fucking up amusement parks or some shit. And then there's also the Crow, who has these weird powers. Like, we didn't need to make it this fucking stupid at all.
No,
Like, it's so over milked.
it is.
I thought FNAF was bad with
knowledge of
this.
Saratov, and apparently it was chosen because of its mix of the decaying Soviet era architecture, the brutalist architecture, which is quite famous for its box-like multi-story apartment, industrial zones. All of these things usually evoke intense feelings of isolation or eeriness and suspension. At least that's what I read about the town. That's the vibe. It was just a cool fun fact, nothing wacky really. But now here is a cool and wacky story on how the guest and Hello Guest as a whole got created. That idea came from Nikita seeing a shadow of a tree while walking with his dogs and imagining a big ass Yeti standing there. Then he just imagined a store where a snowman moved into the town being stalked by a Yeti, and then it just transferred into Hello Guest. It sounds incredibly wacky, but like I said, I'm here based off of clips translated by YouTube.
For some reason, that doesn't
Basically,
surprise me.
never is accurate. But if from that Hello Guest got created, I find that to be very admirable.
It's such a
That's
creative
some
randomness to Hello
crazy
Neighbor.
imagination. I will applaud to that. Here's another lore thing that the creators hinted at, but we never got it really, and that's the rifle range in Alpha 1 of Hello Neighbor 1. It's supposed to represent 7 deadly sins. I'm not a religious person, so
What?
I don't understand as to why is the rifle range in Alpha 1 supposed to represent the 7 deadly sins. Now, in the game files, you can find one of the things, I don't know if it's one of the cardboard enemies you're supposed to shoot now, but something in the files is called pride, which is one of the deadly sins. But we are not supposed to understand the story through game files. I never got that piece of lore. It's a very interesting lore, and it would make sense to have a deadly sins reference. I don't think like this, because it wasn't clear, at least not to a dumbass like me. Because Neighbor was something like a satanist or the devil. There was just some devilish stuff in the early stages of Hello Neighbor. So thematically, it makes sense. Execution, once again, I think is terrible. If we didn't understand a lore piece reference, then it was poorly executed. Moving on, the house on the back of the Neighbor in Hello Neighbor 1 is a leftover from a fighter storyline. It represented the burden he had on him. It does make sense. It's something that many people kind of thought, that why does he have a house on his back? It's thematically fitting.
The thing we didn't realise, Hello Neighbor uses
carry some
many
weight on your
metaphors.
back.
Yeah.
Something difficult. So that
It's not, you don't
does
see it
make
in
sense.
fucking, like, the whole
What is
game is a
a father
metaphor.
storyline?
It is.
Well, the father storyline was supposed to be the final plot, but it was changed last minute because of Alex Nichiporchik, the CEO of Tiny Belt, the publishers. Father storyline is a cut lore where the player was the son of Mr. Peterson, and the premise of it was we moved away from Neighbor because he was abusive. Neighbor died, not knowing if his son ever forgave him, and the basement was just a storage room full of memories this whole time. And at the end, Nikki was supposed to visit Neighbor's grave, so the house should represent the emotional burden that Neighbor has from Nikki leaving him. But even then, I wouldn't really connect the dots. But hey, maybe that's just me. Another silly.
Honestly, I don't even
fact,
like the
Maeve,
idea
aka
of Nikki
Man in
having
Hat,
any
was
connection with
supposed
the Neighbor.
Yeah, it's just
Like, even in the game they went with that, where, like, he fucking knows their kids. Like, I would kind of prefer if it is him moving in, and his neighbor's just suspicious as shit.
yeah.
And people around the town just, like, know the neighbor's just dodgy as fuck, and he has a reputation of just acting odd.
It's so weird that the Smash Bait animations have better lore than this.
You know what's fucking funny? That fucking fake trailer of Hello Neighbor 2 just described what it should be. That describes like, oh, like everyone knows the neighbor's weird and there's someone in his basement and you're just a journalist who's just going around. And it's just curious what the fuck's going on. But you know, that trailer was complete bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
Because that whole map wasn't even the game. There was Hello Neighbor 2 it was a way bigger of a scam than the first.
Yes.
to be a parallel to G-Man in Half-Life. I can kind of see it. That's pretty cool. Back to the silly, cool fact. Maeve, aka Man in the Hat, was supposed to be a parallel to G-Man in Half-Life.
What?
That's pretty cool.
Why is there such a randomness to the Hello Neighbor? What?
Back to Hello Neighbor 3, the information and all the stuff here is quite inconsistent, but that makes it interesting.
That's why Barney
Hello
likes
Neighbor
that.
3 is based on Nikita's unfinished
Fuck.
I think that's unfinished empathy.
Oh.
Empathy.
Oh, Hello Neighbor 3 is based off a different game entirely.
Free, the
Is it?
information and all the stuff here is quite inconsistent, but that makes it interesting, right? Hello Neighbor 3 is based on Nikita's unfinished game, I think that is unfinished, Empathy. Empathy was an unreleased spin-off. It was supposed to take place in Ravenbrooks, and in the ending, the villagers in Ravenbrooks were supposed to create the monument thingy, the structure that is out of bounds in Hello Neighbor 1, I believe. So Hello Neighbor 3 should be inspired by this lore that was supposed to be happening before Hello Neighbor 1 even took place. We're getting to the end game of the funny, silly stuff. Once again, if you want to know all the info and other cool things, then please check out the interview if you know Russian or if you want to trust the English subtitles. And it's a long interview. The grave room with the teacher mannequin in Alpha 1, well, the grave was supposed to be a portal that would lead to the hospital room, and it was supposed to represent the main character's need for death and peace in the afterlife. How were we supposed to... It's not in the game. Yes, it's not there. And I think that I know why they cut it, because no one would understand. We know nothing of the character that we play as in Alpha 1. At least I know nothing, because as much as I believe, the lore stuff from pre-alpha and prototypes and stuff was cut. A lot of things were cut. Now a character feeling the need for death and peace in the afterlife, it's something that can be well developed in a
What?
character. It can be very interesting.
Is that how
Maybe
wanky it
theorize,
looks?
which might be even the reason why we
Multiplayer
are so
Hello
brave
Neighbor.
enough to break into
That would be
those, you know,
sick.
it's not just curiosity, maybe. But there's barely any stories, so yeah, that kind of explains its departure. The surrealism in Alpha 1 is supposed to give the feeling that it's a normal house, but something is wrong. And I don't know if they really nailed it. I think that they nailed it in the first floor, the bottom floor of the Alpha 1 house. But if you just go outside, look at it, you just can clearly see that something is wrong and that it's not a normal house. But that's just some basic stuff. And that should be all the wacky and cool stuff from the interview. Once again, if you want to know more cool stuff, please go check out the interview. I believe that it's worth it. It looks comfy and nice quality, but I couldn't pay much attention because
It's a nice music playing.
like I said, the subtitles are just wonky. But that alien part gave me a deeper fit for a moment, and I also hope that they will kind of change it. I don't really want Hello Neighbor to become a sci-fi game out of nowhere. They can maybe make a cool sci-fi
I don't
story.
either.
Yeah, but does it fit Hello Neighbor? Probably not. Tell me what you think about it once again. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
God, Hell Neighbor's so ridiculous.
How the fuck is it a fucking? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't fucking know, mate.
Yeah.
It doesn't take like the whole not taking place on Earth thing is just stupid.
Yeah. Like that doesn't make any fucking sense.
God, I mean, I see why Hell Neighbor lost like 90% of its fans.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's good most of the fuckers pieced out after the first game because the second one would have been even more frustrating.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it was even worse with it.
Caring about the second game. Oh god.
I know.
That's because I have the fucking
I've just got a sauce here and an egg cup.
Oh yes.
An egg cup! Eggman, do you love your egg cups?
Yes, I do. Who doesn't?
Who's got 7-Up? Roxy does.
7
Like this.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Just don't have too many. They're not the best.
What are you trying to say?
Your teeth.
Okay.
Feed safe. But I still have another thing to watch if you want. Someone going over what they want Spider-Man 5 to be.
Oh, man. Eggman Madman.
We gotta set, we gotta get some ground rules going, some mandatory assumptions. I'm great with the fates that Justin Kuritzkis, the sole writer of this movie, no more Bone Trilogy writers, no offense, I have no ill will against them, but I truly believe that Justin could be this Spider-Man talented sergeant. I'm also great that Destin Daniel Cretton returns. I know he's out there making Naruto right now, so we have to bank on the fact that Sony will be pushing enough weight out in 5 years to make $500 million and movies done. I'm also the one who was certain that the leaks about Avengers Doomsday are correct. Leaks that won't give me, but in fact will me. In case it turns out to be true and you don't want to hear it, skip to this definitive when I go out to the screen. Alright? Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is a secret supporting character in every student's take and watches his world get destroyed. It also leaves me happy watching Tobey be covered in CG paint because apparently they could not make a new suit in time. So we assume that some variation of the Secret Wars leaks are true. Toby, Andrew, and Tom all remember the universe before Doom rewrote history and are key players in stopping it, hence the post-credit scene at the end. So given that, with any of the multiversal story beats played to Spider-Man Brand New Day 2, Spidey 5, I'm gonna say, fuck it. We would not keep the multiversal party going. Peter can mention the fact he lived through all this space and world-ending shit only for nobody to believe or remember it. I know a lot of people want to give him the black suit. I do not want to do that yet. But there is a consequence to him being gone from New York for so long, and that consequence is one all of us, me, are very likely to face the eviction.
The action.
Before we continue talking about where MCU Spidey should go after his brand new day, let's check out the sponsor of today's video.
No.
Mr. himself, Hulk, Avengers Save Mr.
Really? If the Diabolicals enough to stop.
You know the most annoying thing is when you accidentally click on the website thing. And then it takes you to God, that makes me want to throw my phone out the window.
Yeah, like, fuck off, I don't give a shit. Oh, fuck off.
God, I hate that as well.
Worthless asshole.
You know the worst thing with that? When it first showed up, and you click dismiss, it just wouldn't go away. And the only way to make it fuck off was just to restart YouTube. There was a time where I just did that, or like literally like throughout my whole day, because it happened on every fucking video. I fucking hate it.
God, can they stop worsening the ads? They've got it well enough now. They don't need to add any more bullshit.
As soon as it gets back, hell, in my opinion, this is the opening of the movies. He threw that eviction notice on the door, and all his stuff has been removed from the apartment. That includes all his tech, all his Spidey gear. It's all gone. Oh no, he can't use his master bandits AI anymore. What are we gonna do? In our first opening action sequence, instead of a classic Spidey fight, is Peter swinging around trying to figure out what dumb storage place his stuff has been thrown in, praying that it hasn't been dumped in a local landfill. I think the opening of Spider-Man 2 mixed with that one mission on Spider-Man PS4. It's fun, it's hilarious, and slightly
Tits.
baby
Baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back.
That's the one thing that I do Brand New Day can notice the mark on. How the hell is he affording to live this day? Which I think instead of giving him a shit job, let's let him play for laughs. We can make this like a thing. Like he has no college education, he has a GED and barely has a legal identity post Doctor Strange spell. And right now, he got nowhere to go. He could try to ask Ned, which means by extension MJ, but that would be too hard for him. He's trying to give her space. Of course, he knows they would both let him crouch on their couch and stick it, but being that close to with her will only make his heart break even more for the life he wants happen. So he tries to call Frank Chili Castle, but Frank don't answer. So he calls his old pal, my favorite relationship from Brand New Day, Gene the Wolf. And Gene the Wolf is hoping
Wolf.
tells you this long story. They chit chat back and forth. With Peter, he's almost ashamed to ask her, but he genuinely has no options. He can barely finish the sentence before she warmly tells him Spider super fan children. So he shows up with just the mask on top of the standard Peter outfit and a literal heart attack for what's left of his stuff. It's like, and if things couldn't get even more shameful from Club War hero, word breaks the news to him as he sits at the family dinner table eating pizza with the kids. He aimlessly avoids Spidey at the end of the
shows a picture of Ben Grimm. So.
Voices like J. Jonah Jameson and large Iron Chamber and some people radicalized against Spider-Man. The voice says half the force is convinced that he's been pretending to be a hero, but is actually some nice and terrorist. At least he has a voice. At least his hat. I mean, this place is a permanent apartment. It's already having 2 kids and 1 single mom doing the rest. And he's sleeping on the couch and his room too small. So much so that Spider's always hanging off the wall when he would sleep. Letting him sleep there is the only way that he can instead of a mask, just as his ability to relax. The security guards goes off. Dorothy wishes everyone to see Peter fully suited up. She makes a sweet comment about how it's good to have him back and says, "It's nice to see you at the office." So Dorothy separates into the streets with Grace and
Grace.
Spider-Man. I have no idea what the title would be, but there'll probably be something with Grace that gets better. Anyways, Peter's unemployment puts a straw. She explains that there have been a series of break-ins since Peter's been gone, and they stop and coming out he's fast. He's smart, reliable, and free, but it's never revealed what he looks like. But he's targeting wealthy families all across the city. She jokes that Peter should ask him for some tips on being one. Peter, with complete sincerity, says that he's just being pretending. These words strange to me. We haven't cut you open. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Since he jumped out of her window, the opening credits are still rolling. No cuts, one long swing through the night, right onto his nicest out Van Hale's balcony. Peter opens the door to the house through the ceiling alarm system, apparently with no signs of the being. Slams open the building and enters. I know. So assuming Spider-Man is that deep, he reaches into the drawer he has in front of him. And you know we all know he animated fires the gun, but Spider-Man dodges and escapes on the run. He lets out a bullet, splattering silver across the street. That's it. Next is
Last time I've had it.
she waves at Spider.
Oh, oh, it's exceptional. Oh, damn right she is.
The chase goes on and on. It's crazy. It's too much. It's awesome. She suddenly stops the She follows the story.
Wow, even the cartoon versions of her. Ooh. What?
She is out on the house. And he turns her around and that puts off her head. So she gets all flirty and is like, "Man, you really smashed." She scratches the shit out of his face with her mask and she does. Peter floats into Pete Mayday, listing out the evidence. He returns to the voice and tells you that yeah, it's actually a she, not a he. Whenever a kid says that Spidey smells like shit, some stitch up his face when he calls her name wrong. And this is a real human. It's funny, but the real talent of the guy is some of those things that Spider-Man sold us. It's also anime, and for once, Dorothy looking through one of Peter's eyes instead of being forced to stare through the barrier between the solid
Okay.
We just had one.
I'm tempted to just reload it up instead of one out. Fuck it. I swear, it only does that if I have it full screen as well. Like the shit on the bottom.
Yeah, it does. It does.
That's fucking bullshit.
If you
It makes me not want to put it on full screen though. Fucking
I don't explain it. If you like flip it,
as the ads going.
no, flip it. Go like if you go like that, like just the other way, you know. Just click the fucking button to make it the other screen. If you and then swipe and then if you swipe down like on that, like no other way.
What do you mean?
Like you know how like you can click that but it doesn't go full screen. It just makes the rest black. Yeah, that.
Oh.
If you do that, the pop-up shows up at the Yeah, it for some reason. I don't know why, but it just does.
Oh, whatever.
Because it wants to.
It's still fancy they designed it that way, though.
Very.
It's like they knew most people would be wanting to watch videos like that. You know, it doesn't make me want to check out what they're advertising. It makes me fucking hate what they're advertising and want nothing to do with it.
Stay calm and
Literally.
The next day, and
Oh no, please! I will give you money!
they get
Really?
coffee, and Ned asks all about his space adventures and the other Spider-Men. We realize through context clues that Ned did not magically remember the home trilogy, that his excited Peter at the end of Brand New Day was a recognition that this guy from the party is actually
When I
Spider-Man.
say you suck, I'm. What do you want now?
Which fills
You have
Peter
taken
with
all the money!
sadness, of
Piece of
course, but
shit!
also he's trying to look at the collaboration as a push to rebuild the relationship from scratch that he once had with his best friend. Peter not so casually asks how MJ is doing. She's doing great, actually. She started a YouTube channel as a way to express herself. Conspiracy theories her niche interest, but it's also somewhat investigative journalism. And listen, I know, I hate it too. I hate when MJ gets thrown under the bus. Listen to me. There is nothing to indicate that she would ever be interested in modeling. I'm working with what I have here and trying to set up for a scene much later in the movie. A scene where Spider-Man agrees to be interviewed on their YouTube channel. And set the record straight about how he's not an even moving terrorist set up to strike. The scene features moments of Peter trying to show off the audience a little bit and lead into a real conversation after the interview is over. Peter's all like, well, she's like, don't you already know, man? And he's like, I know one thing, but I want you to know we all knew you were a switch. So and you go deep into MJ's past. Finally, allowing Zendaya's Michelle Jones to be a character outside of Peter. The moment you're about abusive childhood, and she hid her personality, hid parts of herself because her dad always made her feel like shit about Peter's life together, but never the whole thing. Retroactively making her character in Homecoming a whole lot sadder. They were supposed to somewhat establish her home life way back then in that movie, but chose to cut that scene out for whatever fucking reason. But now it is finally coming. It's also a perfect chance to have Peter confess, or rather reconfess, his origin to her. She's trying to get to know him better inside his feelings for her that she wants for Peter. I also can get to know her and realize that Peter truly is. Yeah. He's finally know the story of. Anyways,
God, I saw that Samantha.
social media was this rich kid is offering him a gig in this store. He's like, listen, I was about to implement a case that it's a Spider-Man and James and Spider-Man did this and it's so it's just after
I can not smell those, but
Isn't that the question of the day? Like, I better go there and run.
Oh, this fucker.
Oh, he was retarded, wasn't he?
Yep. As long as they don't make an pop problem.
When do you assume it's Norman? If Ned became Pom-Pom, then it'd be the most forced shit of all time.
Yeah. And again, as you just said, in the comics, Ned never even was Pop He was just brainwashed into thinking he was. So like, I think we should just leave that alone completely. Like,
Yeah.
keep the Hobgoblin shit simple.
I don't really know if I want to see Harry Goblin again now.
I honestly don't. But that's what I mean. What I think he's going for in this idea is that Peter's gonna assume it's Harry, but it actually isn't. So that's kind of a cool way of doing it, I guess. So like everyone's gonna assume that it's Harry or Norman, but it's someone else than Harry. I don't know. We'll see what the rest of the video says the identity is.
He does. Well, they can't do it now.
Ooh.
Sorry, but I need this.
Whatever.
Thank Aura. Damn, Aura! I wish I knew what ADHD stood for.
Diabetic disorder.
Shouldn't it be DDH?
Attention deficit. I don't know what the H means. Disorder. It's the H I don't know. That's all.
Addiction, diarrhea, hysterical, diabolical, something.
Yeah, I feel that.
Whatever.
That's a fucking long video.
I know, right? Bloody hell.
Yeah, well, you've seen me even before that. What the video should be. Oh!
Oh no.
Yeah, that's basically what that video was. It was like that video.
It is a good idea. I'd want more Black Cat in it. She didn't seem
Yeah.
like she was saying it that much at all.
I know, it seemed like it was just the beginning. Yeah, to be honest, I wouldn't go for Hobgoblin. I think Goblin's been overdone. But everything else I kind of like, though.
To be honest, that video reminded me. This second half of No Way Home was actually really
Yeah, it is. The second half is much better, yeah.
good. Yeah. It's just, like, if I'm just gonna ignore the first half of and how shit happens and just look at the second half, it's actually really good. But from the scene where, even if it is a bit fucking stupid, that Peter would Aunt May in front of these villains. Though that's those like the scene of like him trying to help them onwards is good. But as soon as Aunt May dies is when it gets like really good. Because that's Peter loses someone for a fucking stupid ass mistake. I feel it was the last time he made a stupid mistake.
That was the point, really. That was the point when. Well, that really was the point when he became Spider-Man, anyways.
Yeah, and exactly. And then like him Toby and Andrew showing up is fucking cool, and the scenes with them are cool as hell.
Yeah.
And the final battle is really good as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say, if I'm looking at the second half, I'd actually give it like an 8.
Yeah.
I actually really like it. I just always kind of overlook all that, just because of how it all happened. It's just stupid as shit. Like, the first half is like a fucking 4 or 5.
All the setup is all stupid. Like, it doesn't make
Yeah,
any sense.
it's fucking
But
wrong.
the actual emotion of it is really well done.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a tricky one. Like, it is fun to watch. It's just some of it is stupid as hell.
Can you say some of that is with Far From Home as well?
You know?
Not as strong.
Is there anything stupid in that?
It really depends on how much you're willing to overlook the fact that Peter is given glasses that can send strikes and shit.
I guess Tony really fucking trusted him. I don't fucking know.
I can kind of buy that though. I mean, no, here's the more part: the fucking fact that no other Avengers could help. Like, just the whole Nick Fury part.
Well, yeah, it
It's
wasn't even
not.
him.
Yeah, but fucking. It's nowhere near as bad as No Way Home. You can kind of tell because I'm kind of stretching it a little bit, but with No Way Home, there's like obvious stuff. So
What really should have, like, it was pretty obvious it's not Nick Fury looking back, because why wouldn't he just, like, the Captain Marvel just use his balls?
Yeah.
Like, she'd get it easy just shown up and just handled it like a
Again,
man.
I honestly think the movie would make more sense if Nick Fury was just part of Mysterio's bullshit. If Nick Fury was just Chameleon the whole time. So that's
Yeah, making it a fucking stupid, ugly ass scroll.
yeah. If you're gonna make it not actually him, I would have made it Chameleon. That's why there's no other
Actually
heroes.
solves a bit of the movie.
It does. That's why no other heroes are there. They're just bullshit. They're just creating this fucking trap for Spider-Man.
I'll be real, I think Spawn Home's really underrated.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like, a lot of people say it's bad, but I don't know, I really liked Mysterio. And I also
Same.
I think it's really fun.
I remember before Far From Home, Mysterio was the one I wanted most next. Like I was dying to see Mysterio in the film.
I think Far From Home is in the top 3 most rewatchable Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
I honestly think that. I think the most rewatchable one for me is probably Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Or Tarzan 2. So one of them.
All the twos.
Although the Brand New Day is very rewatchable. I mean, I literally rewatched it the day after.
Listen, doesn't this technically mean the Brand New Day sequel should be like fucking amazing? Like it's another Spider-Man 2, kinda.
Yeah, it should be.
I hope so.
You know, I've heard this thing. I've heard people think Avengers Infinity War is not a rewatchable movie because
I don't get
because they think it's mandatory that you have to watch Endgame as well.
that. Not really.
You have to.
I don't get that. I
And
mean,
they also say Endgame isn't rewatchable because you have to watch Infinity War first.
maybe this is just a me
Watch
thing.
both first.
This is probably just a me thing, but I know enough about the universe and I'm able to just watch one thing like out of order and I'll understand everything.
I mean, for me, Infinity War and Endgame are highly rewatchable.
Yeah. I don't really get that. That might just be a I don't
The thing is, like, okay, yeah, I will admit, every single time I've watched Infinity War, I've watched Endgame right after.
know.
There's been times where I just watch Endgame though.
Yeah.
I do that more because for me, Endgame is more rewatchable. But that's just me.
Mm.
Although, like, Infinity War's more action packed and it always has shit going on. I just honestly liked Endgame being like slow in the beginning.
I think it kind of needed to be.
Like, I don't know. I just like how they handled like everything.
Okay.
It's like
Honestly,
little things they change.
I like slower paced films over longer paced films.
That's why that's what I fucking mean. I liked Endgame's more focused on their characters in it.
Yeah.
Because Infinity War wasn't at all. It was all just about Thanos getting this, you know. Like, it wasn't about the heroes. I mean, they don't even fucking know.
No.
Like, you don't really... Like, Captain America doesn't even have that much screen time in Infinity War.
Yeah, it really is just about how he's fucking literally just helping him to turn every stone.
You know, if the Avengers won in that movie, it would have made it not as good.
Yeah.
Like, Thanos needed to. I mean, fucking, you know, Endgame wouldn't even have happened then anyway.
Ah.
Here's a discussion. What is the most rewatchable MC movie ever? Like the most just the funnest. Because I think this is another reason why Endgame is my favorite. It's just so rewatchable for me. For me as well, Ragnarok might be number 2.
It's up there.
I fucking love watching that. Guardians 2.
That was the one that was mainly on mine.
Yeah, Guardians 2 is really fun. I'd say Guardians 2 is more rewatchable than 1.
Yes. Okay.
Even if I prefer 1, I think 2 is more fun, you could say.
I think
Um,
half.
Yes, yeah. Even though I haven't watched it that much. I think Deadpool Wolverine. It's like really fun.
Yeah.
I just need to watch that more. But I
know,
remember
need
it.
to watch
God, I just got fucking blasted by that truck.
I know. You know.
Iron Man 1 for me is rewatchable. Like
Mm,
that's probably in my top 5 most rewatched MCU or Marvel movies in general. Civil War.
yes.
Civil War's really rewatchable.
I put Ant-Man 1 in there, not as highly as the others.
I've only seen it once, so I don't agree there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even remember how it was.
Homecoming, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say all the Spider-Mans actually are, to be fair.
Avengers 1.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Winter Soldier?
Yeah. That is fun.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, maybe all the Guardians, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
Okay, this is just a me thing, but I have it with Incredible Hulk. Like, that is just a me thing.
fair enough. I think Civil War is my second most rewatched,
Oh.
behind Endgame.
Mm.
Civil War is really fun to watch.
Overall, sometimes I feel like Civil War is my favorite. I mean, I constantly said that. I think my two favorite ones are actually Civil War and Guardians 2. I'm not sure.
Wow, you love Guardians too.
I do.
That's why it was shocking. 'Cause, like, there's been people saying it's terrible.
Oh, wow.
Because, like, they're like the fucking these two like people on a podcast. Honestly, I know some of it is probably fake. Some of it I cannot be real.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Like, I think some of it is what they actually believe, but some of it is over exaggerated. I mean, the fact that they said She-Hulk over Endgame, that's already like no one can believe that. But they said Guardians 2 is the fucking worst MCU movie. But and then the other one saying Homecoming was like what?
I know.
And also they don't like Ragnarok.
Again, I don't really